And I would like to say Chris looks exactly like that picture. I think you're even wearing that shirt, maybe. I think that's and he's still muted. Okay, anyway. Well, that's okay.
I was letting you talk.
It's fine.
I was letting you talk. I own 4 shirts.
No, well, you only have 4 shirts. So that's good. So you know what?
Tight rotation.
Hack light. Okay. And turn your volume up when you do your set. So, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Virtual Comedy Show live all over the world, which oddly means nothing. Isn't that funny? People act like that means something. It means nothing. But it does have meaning, as our stars and their talent are meaningful. It's Steve Goody, Patty Vasquez here every week. Steve, my partner, Patty Vasquez, we have no idea what the hell she's thinking, and that's fantastic. And welcome to all the people in the show and everybody out there watching. And this week we have super funny and especially friendly comedian who looks like his picture and has 4 shirts, Chris Cope, everybody. Chris, fantastic. House still there. I'm glad. I was proud. Last time I saw Chris, we were both running out so he could fly home to hose down his wife who was fighting the fire. I think it's fantastic. Plus, singing comedian and Trump's biggest nightmare, our friend Lauren Mayer is here, everybody, who is so prolific that I think Trump actually is scared of her personally. And now, am I alone that for some reason I feel like I'm doing something wrong when I use that handicap door button to get in a building? Anybody else feel that?
No, I don't feel any guilty.
No? I don't know why. I don't know, because I don't. When I walk in the grocery store, it opens automatically. I don't care. But every time I have to hit that button and the door starts opening, I feel like somebody's going to run up and go, "That's not for you. That's not for you."
Why? We use handicap stalls.
I know. I guess the motion sector door is okay because it gives you permission. But if I have to push the button, I've taken something that I haven't asked permission for.
As long as the help is autonomous.
That's right. That's right. Is exactly. And how dare you use the word autonomous? I don't know those big words. But if I am encumbered and can't open the door, shouldn't that give me license to open the door? Now, if someone saw that I was struggling and offered to open it, I wouldn't say, no, I can get it myself, unless that person was in a wheelchair, and then I would let them do it and I'd walk right in front of them. So make sure that I cut right in front of them. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's try these things that will be jokes. Here we go. The orange despot is super angry that reporters are asking about columnist Robert Armstrong, who coined Trump taco. We've all seen that this week, which stands for Trump always chickens out on his tariffs. The acronym has sponsored thousands of memes and jokes and AI pictures of Trump dressed as a chicken eating tacos, etc. And Trump is so angry that he had to point out that the last taco he had cost him $130,000.
Nicely played.
And Melania said this stand is closed.
That's a long walk. That's a long walk.
That was a long way. Well, you haven't seen anything bad yet. That's just the start of how horrible this stuff is. Although this one's shorter. I have always wanted to go on safari in Africa. Anybody else? Anybody?
That's cool.
Yes. I
It's
have.
one of my dreams to go on safari. Till I read this story. A lion killed a 59-year-old man at a luxury lodge when he stepped out of his tent to use the bathroom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which means if I go on safari, lions will have at least 6 opportunities every night to eat me. Because I am that age too, and I feel for this guy, and I know I'm going to die. So I cannot, unless I've got a commode in the tent, I am not freaking doing that. So, speaking of peeing, because I love to do jokes about that. A report from the New York Times says Elon Musk was using so much ketamine during the 2024 election that he couldn't pee straight. He had trouble peeing. And in an interview, at least 4 women have said, well, we're suing him because he definitely hit the target with something else.
Ooh.
Got him pregnant. We'll talk more about that later.
I hope so.
Hey, happy Pride Month, everybody. Yay.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Chuck's hair. She's got the dyed hair.
Yay.
And not to be blunt, but if all LGBTQ humans aren't welcome with you, you are not welcome here. On that note, USA Today has come out with the list of safest and least safest places to live for gay and transgender people. Among the least safe, we can all guess, Oklahoma, terrible, Utah, and they're becoming even more safe. Texas now, because the right-wing Trumper legislators are trying to push hateful values to create restrictive laws against gay and trans community. Yet, these are the same sickos who are very excited to get their hands in little girls' pants at sporting events. Oh, they can't wait to do that, can they? Now, the safest places, one you won't expect, Kentucky, where Governor Beshear has helped usher in programs. And another safe place, Canada, really popular.
Yeah.
3,000 or more, I think, a day applications. And for the 50th year in a row, the safest place to be gay, inside Lady Gaga's meat dress. That's and you can eat. So that's kind of okay. Chris, talk about long ways to go to get to a joke. Miley Cyrus told the New York Times she regrets 80% of her tattoos. Who didn't see this coming? It's said that a large portion of Gen Z is sharing that feeling, that they all ran out and they all just got tattoos willy-nilly, and in hindsight, they're wishing they hadn't. Oddly, many of those regretted tattoos can only be seen in hindsight. I thought that was cute. Okay. This one, I couldn't figure out how to write, so I'm just going to do it as is, and hopefully you'll get it. Although something I've always thought is interesting. After 2,000 years, scientists still have no idea how tickling works. Nobody. They have great thinkers like Socrates and Darwin have tried to understand why tickling kids gets laughing. Neuroscientists today are still trying to figure out why you can be tickled, but you cannot tickle yourself. Did you know that? You cannot. Obviously, you knew that. You can't tickle yourself.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
That's right. You're trying to tickle yourself. That's right. That's right. Now, they have made strides, scientists over the years, trying to figure out the tickling problem. The problem is they don't have long enough studies because tickling a 13-year-old isn't science, it's creepy. So that's it. So we have a lot of scientists in jail. Okay. See, I told you, I couldn't figure out how to get to the punchline on that one. All right. This one I did. An ultra marathon runner breastfed her baby 3 times during the race and still won.
Wow.
I know. This is a big turnaround from last year's race when she got pregnant and came in 3rd.
Oops.
I thought that was cute. Okay. Oh, my thing won't go up. Oh, no. I've got a problem.
That's what would be the problem if she didn't get pregnant.
I can't scroll. I'm missing like 4 jokes. We're going to have to come back later and do the rest of these jokes. Okay. I'll do one more joke, and then, Steve, we're going to do more of the show, and then later I'll finish. Okay?
Oh, neat.
Because then I'm going to have to figure out how to find the jokes. Here, well, here's what I'll do. I'll do this while we're talking. Here you go. Oh, no, we'll do what I just said. One more joke, and then I just can't scroll for some reason. Okay, here
for
we go.
264 episodes, we've been waiting for you to find the jokes. This is
Well, I bet, but for some reason, my iPad won't let me scroll. Okay. A Catholic church in Germany has held a performance parody, a Catholic church, of West Side Story using raw plucked chickens wrapped in diapers and shirtless men and a woman singing "Meat is Meat" in French. The German president was in the audience. And now there's a call for an apology from the company and the archbishop. The group is called Body Talk, who did the show, and would not say they were sorry because they said, when you blaspheme all the way. When you
Understood that reference.
away from your first Jesus
Cigarette.
joke all the way till you're gay. Okay, Steve, come on. All right. Hi, everybody. We'll pretend that didn't happen. A local news anchor stayed on the air during labor to deliver the news as long as she could. She read through all the contractions until a tiny hand came out and went. That was wrap it up, everybody. Okay, 2 more. Elon Musk and the joke of the week, everybody.
Oh, boy.
Everyone is speculating about Elon Musk's black eye, which he said came from playing with his son X. was really from getting punched by the White House sleazy weasel Stephen Miller
Oh my God.
after his wife left with Elon to birth little musky child 15 through 17. Musk has also offered to mail his semen to women to have kids. Did you know that?
Good
This is
Lord.
crazy. Because he hopes by 2030 to have more than 50,000 offspring, all excited for Christmas, where there's an unsold Cybertruck under the tree. Here it is. The joke of the week.
Joke of the week.
Steve mocked the joke of the week, so I didn't understand it last week.
I would never.
Yes, you did. But this one, I've same theme, but I think you'll get it.
Okay.
I wrote it. It's not something I took from anywhere else. Here we go. What did the pickle say to the crooked brine salesman?
Oh God. What did the pickle say to the crooked brine salesman?
You gherkin me around?
Nah, I do get that one. Get that one.